because we'll be talking. Sure. I just clicked that I understand, and thank you. Very good idea to take notes afterwards. So I won't go into all the details. We're having a really busy time here. So many centers that just our club is looking after, plus delivering goods to Ukraine, to the refugee centers, to homes, also taking goods overseas like ambulances. Now, I might let Mirek speak about this because he's in charge.
I have made some small thing. I have made a small, simple presentation.
Yes, please.
Maybe it will be useful if you permit me.
Yes, you should have co-hosts. You should be able to present your
just
screen.
a moment, I have to, okay. I have made this power presentation. What we are doing as a Rotary Club Warsaw City to help Ukraine. Oh, yeah. So this is showing where we are here. This is Ukraine and showing how many Rotaries active in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
Just it was a picture from the our last conference we had. Mark, you attended this conference, so I used this
photo too. Yes.
And then what we are doing, we are supplying food. This is a picture of one of the truckloads. This was first truckload. This is second truckload. We are preparing third truckload of food that we are sending to Eastern Ukraine. What we are doing, or we are buying and supplying at this moment 2 ambulances with the help of our club of friendly partner club from Milano North, Oklahoma City, Berlin, Luftbrücke, and of course every donators are marked on these ambulances. These are not the new ones, but in the very good shape. We are servicing them, checking if the equipment like defibrillators, oxygen, and injection or anything which is necessary in normal ambulance is provided, or we are buying additional equipment to furnish to the ambulances and we deliver this. We are also supplying what is very necessary to Ukraine, power generators. Because in many places there is just small power generators with 3 kilowatts of energy. You put 3 liters of petrol and it starts and it works 8 hours and giving light in the people hidden in the shelter, or they can even boil a bottle of milk for children which are with them, or boil water to fill with the food which we are going to supply them. What we have also created such a refugee center where we are taking care about 40 women with children in a small village. It was the house for pilgrims near the Museum of St. Faustin that's why we call it St. Faustin Refugee Center. And we are co-financing cost of maintaining and helping whatever is necessary to these ladies and children, and we are thinking about helping them in learning and teaching Polish language, because they will stay quite long here, and the children will have to go to the Polish schools where normally there is no Ukrainian language used. And what we need more, it is a just example of a list of medicines that are necessary in Ukraine, and we try to procure them. To buy locally is quite complicated, but we will have help from America, from also from Berlin and from Milano to provide us more medicines. And what we will continuously do, we will buy more food, more canned food, more instant soups, more canned meat, some fast boiling noodles, and any long life food. It means canned food or pasteurized food that we will be continuously shipping to Ukraine. You know, in recent 3 days, we had messages that the places where, due to the recession of the Russian army, some small villages were liberated. Then people were coming out of the shelters, out of the basements, very, very poor, very starving, and even the soldiers which were liberating these villages had no food to give to these people. So we are trying to give it more and more. And what shortly I added here in this presentation is that our club has created special account which is only for helping to Ukraine, and all our co-sponsoring club are shipping us money to this account that we can use for all what I presented you briefly in this presentation.
Mietku, just wanted to add that you already have this address of the bank in the emails I sent you a couple of weeks ago. So that's
but this is just for example, for Thomas or for P to present to the others this form of short presentation. Maybe it will be useful. I just created it half an hour ago just to have possibility for you to have short summary of our meeting.
Mike, this is very, very helpful. Can you send that presentation deck to us?
Of course, I will do this immediately.
Yeah, let me say that in listening to you present that deck, I kept thinking food, ambulances, refugee center. He's going to stop, and then he keeps going. Medicine. Okay, it's over, and then we go to food again, and then we go to. It just goes on and on and on, is what I'm saying, and I'm really in awe of how much you guys have taken on in such a short period of time. I'm just overwhelmed. The enormity of the need must be overwhelming, and we certainly want to accelerate our giving and our help from here in Australia. Let me ask two questions. First of all, I want to go back, if we could, to the refugee center and the 40 women and children there. The reason I'm mentioning that is because I think we can get that's the kind of a targeted kind of a project that I think our club can sink its teeth into and get a lot of people enthusiastic about. Would you agree with that, Pete?
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of things I think there's multiple aspects that will target a lot of different people. So if someone, we've got two younger people in our club who are really keen about the youth side, Lockie and Arlene.
Yeah.
So that I think that they'll give from the school and the education perspective. There's other people who are more keen about homelessness and giving for the poor people. So they're probably driven more towards the food and the power generation side. Other people are more interested in supporting, say, the hospitals and health, and they'll appreciate the ambulance aspect. So I think for me, there's probably three powerful messages that I think if we script that right, we can really tap in from multiple angles, from multiple different I suppose reasons for giving.
I tell you one thing in this aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I was asked by another NGO active locally.
Mm-hmm.
How it's Mateusz is our PR member of our club responsible for PR.
Hello everyone, thank you Mietek for support here. I just wanted to, because hello our friends from Australia. We are right now with our president in Vietnamese center for refugees. They actually came yesterday from Mariupol. So actually, from last couple of days, they were actually during the fight. So I'm gonna show our friends here. Excuse me for a second, people from Australia. Say hello, please. Okay. Hello. Those
Yeah.
are refugees from Ukraine. They're Vietnamese.
Just a second.
And we're helping them right now. With teacher here. This is Frank from United States. He's also supporting us. Americans help us by ambulance. This is our president.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aliona, and this is how the thing looks.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Blur. Wait. Yeah. I'm just gonna change the background. Okay. Without.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now we're here. You know, it's a small place, but they actually had 500 refugees there. So in this
500
small
refugees.
place, 500 refugees were staying here in this place. So we came here with our American friend just to show him what we do. This is the place. This is the. So 500 people. It's really a lot. Right now we are by 10 people and it's crowdy, I guess. I'm just kidding, but yeah. And here.
And these are some of these are refugees from Mariupol.
Here is one of the refugees from Mariupol, second one, the third one, and here is the teacher. So you can ask him questions actually right now because we have the translator, Aliona, she's from Ukraine. So, and she's our member, so she can translate your questions. Do you have some questions to the refugees from Mariupol? Maybe you guys have some questions.
Hey, listen, could you ask him if he could, I don't even know how to say this, to describe kind of the pressure that he was under there and how different it is in Warsaw?
Okay, sure. Czy możesz zapytać go, jaką presję tam odczuwał? Przepraszam. Jaką presję tam odczuwał i jak teraz się czuje w Polsce, jak już te bomby mu nie wybuchają, wiesz, i czuje się bezpiecznie. Okay, we're asking the questions right now to Aliona.
Yeah.
Może
ông hỏi là có những mình cảm nhận như thế nào cái áp lực của mình ở bên Ukraine như nào và sau khi sang Ba Lan thì thay đổi. Mấy cái ô nhiều, em nói tiếng Nga. Anh nói tiếng Nga đi anh. Anh nói tiếng Nga có thể có dịch được. Tôi là hỏi là anh chịu áp lực như nào?
Just a second.
Yeah, listen, I don't mean to upset him.
No, absolutely not. We're here to talk. Tak, co powiedział pan? No.
Ông nhà các скоро как последний уходим в Мариуполь. Это очень уже. Я сейчас еще неспокойно. Потом каждый день утром до вечера там слушать бомбы и стреляют. Да. А люди умирают как и не могу посмотреть.
He's saying that when the war started, 20 days he was living in a basement. They didn't have electricity, food and water. From time to time they could walk out and just put some trees to make a fire and cut some trees to make fire.
Tak, od bomb bardzo dużo ludzi umierali i na ulicach się bardzo dużo tych nieboszczyków.
So there was a lot of dead people on the streets, people just laying on the streets. Aliona says that it was one of the scariest things for this man to just see all the people dead on the streets. And actually, we don't know how he survived 20 days. I just shook his hand because it's really amazing that he survived from 20 days.
Yeah.
If people went out to the street at night, they were just shot. They were shot. They were just killed. Yeah. So you couldn't go out during the night and even the daytime. It was all bad,
Jego mieszkanie było якраз po sąsiedztwu z tym szpitalem porodowym i kiedy wybuchnęła bomba, trafiła bomba do szpitala, to on miał 20 sekund, żeby wziąć płaszcz i
Okay, so when he was living right next to this hospital in Mariupol, So when the bombs started, when they started to send bombs over there, he just grabbed his backpack or whatever he got. Ja, możesz zapytać, co wziął ze sobą, jak to wyglądało
Tylko
samo,
płaszcz,
ale
tylko
samo,
płaszcz.
tylko płaszcz, tak?
Tylko płaszcz,
So he
tak.
took only his jacket, and he ran away because of the bombs. He didn't take anything. He didn't have time, and maybe we're gonna ask how it's right now. He's asking also how it's right now in Poland when he came right now. Is he feel safe? How it is, the whole process right now here in Polsce, jak się czuje po prostu.
Khi đến Canada với Surabaya kan, dia nói chuyện Brian là Iran là Canada, lưu vậy.
Ja поняла. Teraz jak on wrócił, jak wyjechał z Mariupola i tutaj jest w Polsce, czuje się bardziej bezpiecznie i mówi, że to nigdy w życiu nie chciałby więcej przeżyć takiego trudnego przeżycia, które te 20 dni cierpiał w Mariupolu.
He says basically that right now he feels safe after a while, but he just said to himself that he doesn't want to. Never in his life he wants to go to the same river and do it again. He just thinks right now that he wouldn't be able to.
I jeszcze mówię, że kiedy wyjeżdżali z Mariupola, on wyjeżdżali z rodziną samochodem, to na tym przejściu.
When they have taken cars to pass the board.
Na przejściu żołnierze rosyjscy włączyli telefon i wyczyścili wszystkie zdjęcia i filmy, które on miał nagrane.
Okay, so this is important. So when he crossed the border, actually they took his phone and they deleted all of the information, pictures, videos, etc. So his phone was wiped out. Yeah. And our president here is, the whole club is helping, but the president is here, I guess, twice, 3 times a week, and putting more people here. Right now in this refugee center, they have 40 refugees. They used to have 500, like I told you about in the beginning.
Yeah.
And
Że on говорит, что кроме того, что
po polsku do mnie, bo ja po rosyjsku. I'm gonna speak Russian and Ukrainian, sorry. Mietek speaks, he understands.
Oh, the women, Tom.
Mark, did you have a question?
The worst thing over there right now is that the people die not even from the bombs and from Russians, but from starving. They don't have food and they don't have daily water. So this is like the most like ridiculous that that there is no food and water, and that's why people are dying, not even because of the Russians. A co jeszcze powiedział? You had a question, right? I heard about.
Yeah, Mark, did you have a question?
Pete? Yes. Yeah,
Well,
sure.
actually, Mietek has to go in 10 minutes. We've got teams of our members from the club all over Warsaw at the moment. Mietek wanted to ask a question because he has to move on to another situation. So can we?
Okay, sure, Mietek, yeah.
Hey, back to the refugee center. I want you to tell that unfortunate man that he is safe and that we will not forget him and his needs here in Australia.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ludzie z Australii jakby oferują swoją pomoc tutaj i chcą też się włączyć jakby do widząc uchodźców, żeby...
Pan ma na przykład rodzinę. This man, he applied for come to Australia because his family is in Australia. Still waiting for. If he can come there, is a very nice. He also want to apply to Canada if cannot come to Australia. So this maybe,
yeah.
And also, if, for example, for Vietnamese community here, we already do the best to help the people in here. And I can say that from the beginning of the war, we already have nearly 3,000 Vietnamese refugees from Ukraine. Some of them stay in Poland. Another one come to Germany or another place in Europe. and about 900 people already fly to Vietnam in the government airplane. Yeah, so like that is the situation.
A powiesz o
Yeah.
dwóch jeszcze innych panach, jak wygląda ich sytuacja?
Hey, listen, if you said he has relatives in Australia?
Yes, he does actually. Zapytaj, kogo ma, jaką rodzinę. What's his relatives?
Yeah, okay, we send the information.
Wyślemy wszystkie informacje odnośnie rodziny, gdzie, kogo i tak dalej. Tak, ale
They
zapytaj
will
tylko
send
pana.
all the information to you after
Yeah.
this meeting.
Because
just-
his wife is here, staying here with him.
I just want to tell you one more thing.
Yeah.
I will have today a visit of another NGO that wants to see how we organize this refugee center in our city, which I presented you in our presentation.
Yeah.
And because they also plan to have similar refugee center nearby, and they don't know how to do, because the situation is so that in many areas, like the tourist hotel, they were sheltering refugees for two months, but now the tourist season starts and the hotels want to be reopened and start to earn, because government is financing refugees around $9 a day, which is of course not sufficient and not giving a profit for the hotel owners. So we will be trying to help to create only logistically and let's say with advice to another group that will seek for support to create another refugee center for another 40 or 50 women. And this, our refugee center, which we already created, will be a master how it should be and how the people and refugees from Ukraine should be taken care of.
So Mitek, will you be then looking for bedding and clothing and things like that?
Yes.
Because they're coming from out. Okay.
The children in our, which we have in our refugees, the youngest is 5 months. There is another 3 years, 5 years, and there is 15 children which are at the school age.
Wow,
So,
already in the center, Mitek.
And then next, all over the Poland, there will be plenty of such centers that will need some international support, because we have a lot of volunteers, we have a lot of willing in people to help, but behind these, for long-term help that will be necessary, will be necessary to provide them some financial support, and the support from the government. I understand the government cannot support suddenly another 2 million people, and this support will be really necessary. Just, sorry, I have a board meeting in my company, so whenever I'm necessary, I will send you the presentation which was done by me in a short moment by mail.
Yes, and Mitek, we come again next week, same time. Are you available?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And let me say that I'm in total awe of the job that you're doing and with the resources that you have. It's really amazing. It's Rotarian work and humanitarian work that have come together, and we really want to support you. Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sometimes we are looking every single dollar, every single penny. We're just trying to spend the money on. Sometimes it takes even a week to decide where the money goes, because every single dollar we look from every. Now here's our American friend. He can tell you something. He's our guest from Delaware. It's right next to Virginia State, so it's on the East Coast. And please tell Frank to our Australian friends something.
Well, I guess it's evening there for you now.
It is.
Where are you?
We are in Sydney, Australia.
Okay, my step grandmother's from Mackay.
Oh, really?
Queensland.
Queensland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I'm Australian, but I'm also an American too. So.
Okay. Yes. I understand. Yeah. Same with her. Yeah. she and my grandfather met when he was scuba diving at the Great Barrier Reef, and they met on a scuba diving trip there.
Yeah, that happens. That happens.
We've all done that. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, are you there as part of this club or as part of the effort that's going on?
So I came. My wife is Ukrainian, and we met in the United States and got married there. And then after the war, so her mom has cancer, and she had surgery in Kiev. And 2 days later, they started bombing. So the doctors came to her. She was in bed in the hospital, and he said, if you can walk, then you should leave. So she left, and then we said that we're coming to get you from Ukraine to bring you to Poland, and they didn't want to leave, and we said, well, you can meet us at the border, or we'll come get you. So they met us at the border, and we've been here since the end of February. And
So you're a refugee.
Well, they are. I flew here from the United States, but
okay.
But yeah, my family is, yes. So we were able to get my mother-in-law into the hospital system here. She was able to get chemotherapy.
Yeah, but it was a disaster because, the mother was after surgery, and they said to her, if you can walk, just walk out from the hospital. And she was right after surgery. So
she there ended up being complications from that first surgery because she didn't heal properly because of having to flee, hiding in bomb shelters and things like that. So they had to operate on her here last week from tomorrow, last week, and she was in the hospital for a week again. She got out, and then still some complications. So we went back to the hospital almost all day yesterday, waiting. I mean, it's just been that kind of trip. And I'm in Rotary in Maryland, about an hour from Washington, D.C. And my district governor and some other presidents of clubs in my district were already in collaboration with some of the groups here. And when they learned that I came here for my family, I got involved with those conversations, and then I started.
Getting involved with Frank, he helps us a lot. He actually have contacts in US. He called his clubs, he called his business society, the IT world, which is working and living in, and he as much help as we could. So right now, actually, it's because of Frank we bought this ambulance. So Americans gave us the half of the money, and right now they want to give the money for another ambulance. So we're really grateful because we already bought 2 ambulances, and we're gonna buy 2 this week or the next week. So we're gonna have the 4 ambulances.
Yeah, they want to get some more. I'm working with some charities, and then also working with the retired military special forces. They're already in Kiev. That charity is funded their trips.
I can send you the material too. What we do, it's a lot of right now. We send actually a couple of the big trucks to Ukraine. We are sending also.
Let me see if we can bring this to a focus here. Number one, that gentleman from Mariupol, okay? If Mark will send me his details, our club will adopt and bring him and sponsor him to get into Australia. Okay?
Pan by chciał na rodzinę, chce wysłać do Australii, będzie załatwiał przez rząd, powiedzmy, ten pan. Dobrze, okay, so we told him to get the details. Jaka jego rodzina jest tam? To jest ważne. I kto jest z jego rodziny tam w Australii?
Organized. Yes,
Okay.
please.
I'm going to tell you exactly.
Just a sec, Mark. I'll get you back. And does he have a wife also? Any family with him?
Mateusz? Czy ma rodzinę?
Ale to jest ciocia, czy kto to jest ten tam? His wife is here, staying with him actually, his wife. Sister. Jego siostra, his sister is living in Australia, so closest family, yeah, his sister. We'll send you all the details necessary.
Yeah.
We'll send
Yeah.
all the necessary details, but it's his closest family, I guess. It's his sister, so it
Okay.
might be easier by this. So we're gonna take all the information.
Yep.
Yeah, and send it to you too. So
Yeah.
okay, we don't want to disturb your meeting. We just wanted to show how it is, because right now we are here, but we have a couple of those refugee center. So I thought we thought that it's better to show some actions of what we do, just to make it a better picture for you.
No.
For you guys.
In fact, I have to tell you that there's such a difference between hearing about this on the news and seeing a man like that really strikes your heart. So this is a fantastic opportunity. Pete, you want to jump in and let's see if we can talk about a list of priorities that we can work on?
Yeah, sure thing. So where to from here? As we said, I think we want to do something very quickly. So
Yeah.
I think there's probably three things that we, at least from our side, that we're looking to do. Number one, we've already set up a something on our website so people can donate to us directly. So we can pull that resources and then send it over using your account. That's step number one for our club. Step number two is we've got one or two other clubs that are looking to associate with this as well to broaden our reach. And again, that's very much around getting those funds to yourself. And then step number three, we're working with our district governor, Mark. I believe you know him. His name is Jeremy Wright. And they are also looking at doing an initiative at the district level across all of Sydney. So that again is providing aid. We're still working through what that district level context look like, but at least from a club to club direct response, rapid response, that's what we can help with. So we're kind of looking at that from multiple levels. That's at least what we can do from our side. So the content that we went through today, the fact that we're recording this, we can show some real life stories. I think that's a powerful message to get across. So immediate next steps from our side, we're going to start pushing, really getting this need out there, raising some of that awareness, getting some of that motivation going. And I think from your side, Mark, if you can continue sharing some of these amazing stories, it's just going to help build that story and build that momentum from our side.
That's great. Thank you very much. I didn't say much during this session because there's so much happening in different places around Warsaw and in the suburbs. And these are real life stories. This is face-to-face stuff. We are at the hands reach to the Ukrainians. And as Mietek showed the map of the various clubs, which are not active as clubs anymore because it's too difficult during the war, but they each have at least 2 or 3 people who can guide us. And if we send an ambulance and one city is being bombed to death, then they can send the ambulance to the next town, which is maybe only 30 kilometers away. And that's what we're doing with one ambulance.
We're definitely going to send one to Zaporozhye city. Yeah, definitely. Mark, can I say something, Mark? Sorry to disturb you. I mean, interrupt in your saying. I just wanted to, because we have another refugee here from Ukraine, and Alyona is speaking with her right now. She has some psychological, I guess, problems. Excuse me. Hello. Oh, sorry. Oh, she's crying. Okay. Those are people from Australia. Powiedz, że ludzie chcą pomóc pani tutaj. Okay, so she's crying. We wanted to.
Okay, we don't want to interrupt.
Yeah, we have a woman here. She's from. She's Ukrainian, yeah? Tak, jest Ukrainką, she's Ukrainian, yeah? Z Hersona. Powiesz, co pani mówiła? Can you tell us what our friend here said?
Пані виїхала разом з мужем, а в Херсоні застала, в Україні застала ще цурка, і родився.
So she came here, but her whole family stayed there, her parents, and and her daughter is staying in Ukraine. So basically the whole family. And right now we're trying to get some psychiatrical help, I mean psychological help, because she can handle the pressure, you know.
Yeah.
Так, обоки будинку то розірвався снаряд, бомба, і цілий будинок застав. Так,
She just didn't have other choice just to come here or other country, because the whole building where she was living, you know, the bomb actually crashed the building, so she doesn't have any place to go, you know. And right now, do you have some pictures? Oh, can you show us? Oh, she has pictures of her building right now. Can you show us for a second?
Там місто, де ви вже засипали ту яму.
Can I see? Can I show? Запитай, чи mogę przesunąć.
Так, можна присунути. Так, то є будинок. І киди розірвали.
This is a small video, short video from, I mean, 4 seconds. Oh, wait a second.
Киди розірвався снаряд, киди вибухнув снаряд, міна.
So when the bombs crashed the place, and then they mined the whole area, so you can't even walk there because you will get into the mine.
Oh, my goodness. Nothing left.
It's ultimate destruction. It's just amazing how cruel all this has turned out to be.
Yeah.
We see this, we get stories from people all the time. Trauma counseling is one of the chief assignments we have, because about half of the people are really traumatized. Some of them just simply walked for 2 days without food to get to the border, but that's enough in itself. But the others who went through what this lady went through are just incredibly heartbroken, mentally crushed, and this is very important to get them back on balance.
We'll try to help you.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, it's another story here. This woman says that, you know, when she was leaving the house, her husband was staying near the window, and then someone stepped into the mine. Of course, nothing left from him, but the piece of mine. Tak dobrze mówię, Mark, mina, prawda? Mine,
Yes,
yeah.
mine, yes,
So
yes.
the piece of mine blew up and hit the window actually when the husband was staying, and it's a miracle that this piece of mine didn't kill him. I mean, he's hurt, but he's gonna survive. So I guess, you know.
Yeah. Listen.
So basically, we see that she. I'm just gonna walk away a little bit.
Yeah.
So basically, you know, she's terrified. I mean, she just needs some psychological, I guess, help, and we're gonna do it right now. So there is, you know, guys, there is a lot to do on every single level, I guess, because it's not only the support when you come to people and you can support them money. It's not only this, you know, you have to give them some doctors and psychological help. This is what these people need. It's not even sometimes the money, because in places like this they probably have food. Like in this place, they have food and they have some clothes. So the first needed things are okay, but you know, the mind of those people is messed up, you know, and especially kids, you know, because she's a grown-up woman, so I guess she will from time to time, I mean, maybe in a couple of years she will at least forget some of the bad things that happen. But those little kids, you know, we have the movie I'm gonna send you. I was in Wołomin Center, the center which Mietek started, and there was a child like 4 years old, and this child I asked her, what's wrong? Why are you so sad? And she's like, are the bad people, is bad people gonna come? Are bad people gonna come here? And I'm like, wait, what bad people? And she's like, oh, are bad people gonna come? And I'm like, I just thought to myself, yeah, 3 days ago, the bombs just like hit all the place over there. So she just, you know, she doesn't say Russians, she just say bad people. Yeah. And so yeah, but
one of our, so Mateusz, I'll just add to that. One of our projects that we're doing is actually teaching the kids, whether it's languages or anything else, just so they have something to focus on, to give them hope, to give them something to think about, not just to fear somebody coming through the door with a machine gun. Now that's not going to happen here, but they are that traumatized that people are just sitting there crying because they don't know if they're going to see tomorrow. And we have to convince them that they are now safe. Every available space is being used at the moment. We're really overloaded. We've got, in our club, we've got about 10 people in the field all the time, like Mateusz that you just see there, and our president, Hung. It's an amazing task. It's a bigger proportion. I can't put this into words even. It's such a huge challenge, but we're coping, and we're coping because the whole world is starting to appreciate that we are at the coalface. We are dealing with this firsthand. So the money that's spent is going directly to the projects, the people, the ambulances. Ambulances are field hospitals, really, because when a city loses its main hospital, how do you cure anybody? They go to the ambulance.
Mark, I think this has been an amazing experience. I think what I'd like to do now, and I really want to thank everybody, including the refugee guy, who's just been doing a fantastic job. Mark, leave it with us. Let's get together again next week, and we'll be. If you'll send the deck, we'll be moving. Okay.
Great. Thank you very much for saying it. Mateusz, bardzo dziękuję.
I just wanted to tell one more thing at the end, Mark. Sorry, I just can't hear what is going on because it's so loud here. But I guess, you know, it's really good that you guys joined us, that you want to help. It's really important. Right now, we're cooperating with 2 clubs, I guess, from United States, with Oklahoma City and with Maryland. We'll be working directly with Virginia, I guess, California in 1-2 weeks with Ted. And this is like 4 clubs from US. We have also, we gathered some of the funds from UK, from Pangborn West. It's a Rotary club. And also one more club is going to help us. And then we have another German friends from Berlin Luftbrücke that are also supporting us. We have people from France, and right now, you know, actually, I can say Australia because you're already in this for a couple of at least last week. So I guess from when the war started, yeah. Yeah, I won't be taking more of your time. It's very nice that you joined, that we could, you know, actually it was really nice because I had planned our meeting at 10 a.m. today. Polish time, and we didn't know yesterday. Funk called me at 12 at night, and he woke me up and he said, if you want to go to the refugee center, then go with me because I'm taking Frank and Aliona. So it was, I had other plans, but you know, I rescheduled. So it's good that I'm here. I'm doing some documentation because I'm PR officer. I'm going to send you some more material. We have a lot of things, what we do right now, pictures, videos, so we can have the full big picture. Yeah. And thank you, Pete and Thomas and Mark. Thank you for the invitation and for the things you're doing. I just want to say that Mark is one of our finest members right now. He's doing so much actions. He's talking to all over the world, basically to Finland, Sweden. I mean, I heard at least 10 countries he's speaking on Zoom and you know, helping. So he's doing a lot of good job here. And I guess it's really good that you're talking to Mark as I can say Australian. He can understand perfectly your attitude and your also needs, because you know those refugees have needs, but you also have needs to support them. Yeah. So it's really nice that you guys are cooperating. Yeah. And thank you very much for all the things you do and the good heart. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for your good heart. Yeah. Thank you.
And to your lovely wife, Thomas, what's her name? Because she's standing there. Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Dale.
Diane.
My heart feels for you. You're doing such a wonderful job. And you're in our prayers. Thank
Absolutely.
you for everything you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Listen,
Thank
Mark.
you very much, and thank you for what you're
yeah.
doing, guys.
Yeah. Hey, and I'd like to keep up our weekly conversation because I think it's a good way to keep the momentum going and also to grade our paper, if that's okay with you guys.
Yes, we'll
Sure.
do this.
Thank
next
you very
week.
much
If you
for
can-
all the
if you can
support.
send
Yeah.
us a link.
Yeah.
Yes,
We'll
I
be
will.
very happy. This is a
Which
good
day?
time for many
No,
people. Sometimes you
we're
have to
gonna-
be in the field.
If it's okay with you guys, Friday night actually works pretty good for us.
Check with Pete.
If that works for you,
It's
Pete.
Easter next Friday, though.
Huh?
It's Easter next
Easter.
Friday.
Oh, it's Easter next Friday. Okay.
Thursday.
You want to knock this back till Thursday next week, Pete?
Yep, we can do that.
Yeah. Is that okay with you, Warsaw?
Yeah, sure. I mean, Mark, if you don't have anything against, I mean, with your timing and schedule, then why not? Sure. I just have to go back. I just have to go back to them and talk to them a little bit, support them, with conversation. So I'll finish right now, but I'll get back
that
to you
sounds
next
good.
week. And
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I've
Mateusz,
been
you're doing a great job.
and
That's
it's a
great.
beautiful country. I've been there only 1 month. I traveled through Canberra, Sydney, and Melbourne, and some other cities, but it was really beautiful. You know, it's one of. I mean, I guess even United States didn't do me such a honor to be on the first place that I traveled. So I guess Australia will be the first one. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Thank you.
I just love staying there. So.
We're glad to have you when you come. And I want to make a priority that refugee from Mariupol and his wife, because we'll get started on that immediately.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna say to our president, będą już, starają się już teraz, podczas rozmowy już mu załatwiają przylot tam. Już ten pan bardzo z żoną już pisze. I'm just telling my president that you already took some actions and sent some. He's really grateful. And can you tell our?
Okay, I give you the telephone to his sister.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Oh, we'll give you the phone number to the sister who's
Absolutely.
she's living in Australia. So that's gonna be probably the best.
Does she speak English?
She lives in. She doesn't speak English. She lives in Australia, but she's
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to also ask about.
Send a lawyer. There is a lawyer. They had.
They hired a lawyer already, you know.
Yeah,
So the sister
okay.
probably had money, and she took a lawyer.
Hey, ask him. Can he give me the telephone number right now?
Yeah.
Może teraz?
Może pokaż go na ekranie.
Have you
Słucham?
got it, Mark?
Może pokaż to na
Yeah.
ekranie, oni to nagrywają.
Yeah.
He went. He
He's going upstairs to
Okay,
Just
I'm
to-
going, guys. Right now, I'm going upstairs to show you how the people are living. I haven't been there upstairs. I mean, I didn't go there, so let's see how it is. Yeah, if we have time right now, you have to take your shoes so nobody walks with shoes. Hello. Oh, this is how it is here.
Yeah. This is how they live.
Yeah. All together. That's good.
Yeah. It's by necessity.
Lovely big space.
Yeah, they got space.
That's excellent.
Thomas, can you hear me okay? Can you hear me a little bit?
Yes, we do.
Because I will just put some background on this. Where this is a bit like our Flemington markets in Sydney.
Yeah.
It's a huge multicultural marketplace, and we happen to have a Vietnamese president, so he's using his own space and space from his neighbors to actually accommodate people as soon as they get off the plane. Then as soon as they can, they are located in other refugee centers or private homes within the next 2 or 3 days or a week. But here for the first couple of days, they have to stay here and be fed and be supported and be counseled. So that's why we have the Vietnamese community helping us, because we happen to have a Vietnamese president, and he happens to have quite a bit of space in the place that's a bit like Flemington on the southern part of Warsaw. So they're using all of it. People come and go all the time. one day 500 people arrive, another 300 people leave the next day. It's an incredible challenge. Plus, we have the more specialized centers like what Mietek showed, which is the Saint Faustine. There are so many things that we are doing that we're getting involved with because people just come out crying and we have to do something with them. We have to look at them immediately. So it's an incredible challenge. I'm sure you appreciate that, and we really value help. And I'm really pleased that Mateusz could come out and actually show you some of these things. I can't go to all of them myself, but it is an incredible challenge. So Mateusz, this is
and
great.
Mark, I cannot tell you, Mark, how important it is to be able to see this up close and personal. It's a whole new dimension.
Sorry, Thomas, I just want to say one word. Look at guys. For example, our president, because of course he's Vietnamese, he has some connections in Vietnamese society, so he knows this owner of Vifon, for instance, and he sent 30,000 different soups right now. It's really good if you have, for example, in Europe some maybe European friends who has like deliveries, food, stuff like this. Yeah, it's really important so they can have actually, because if you look at it, it's from another point of view. It's nice that they have something, but look at the food. It's the only thing they have actually. I mean, there are some clothes here. Of course, they'll probably have a kitchen and they're doing some stuff, but except this Vifon, I don't see much more. Just like a backup plan. So it's just realistic. It is nice. It is fine. But it needs constant help. And what our government did is, of course, he didn't have other choice. I would do the same. We had to take them all. But, for our economy, it's going to be just a disaster because normally if people come to work, it's better for your economy because people are working and then the economy is better. But here, if people don't have money and they're coming and they practically right now only taking, so then there is no better economy. It's just a disaster to our Polish financials. So yeah, I just hope that of course lives are the most important thing, and we don't look for it right now, but it's gonna get back to us soon, I guess. So the real problems are gonna start soon, not right now. Yeah, I guess it's the problem. Yeah.
Hopefully
they have worse problems. Yeah. So this is the smallest problem we have. Yeah.
Do we have a telephone number yet?
Hung, mamy już telefon, pan pyta? Mamy już, tak? Jeszcze nie. Jeszcze chwilkę, za chwilkę będzie. Okej, dziękuję. A te dwie osoby, Hung, just two other refugees from...
Here is about 50 people.
50 people.
Now staying here.
Okay, 50 people. Okay, so 50 people, like I said, are staying in the...
I saying you like that. Normally, in the first week, we receive about 2,000 people here. And in the 600 square meter temple here, in the maximum time we get living under this roof is a 500 refugee from Ukraine coming here, 500. And any place, they just sit.
No centimeter
left, yeah. But at that time, we have a biggest problem is a place where they can take a shower or WC toilets, yeah. There is no
bathrooms.
Yeah, and it's a kind of
I understand.
Okay, now it's okay. Now just only about now is the people waiting for Canada, for Australia, for another country. They staying here, waiting for receipt because their relative is in USA or Canada or in Australia, so they still waiting here. It's about today is nearly 50 refugees with their family. And now, side here, we have a few white or Vietnamese is Ukraine.
Yeah.
So we are talking to try to
Yeah.
figure kind of problem they have. Yeah, one
Yeah.
of them is for and we.
Hey, listen, if I can get that telephone number, tell him I'll call his sister right now and tell him that he's
He can-
okay.
To the family to get the telephone to lawyer.
Okay.
Okay.
Pete, I know you have to cut away.
Yep.
So.
Yep. So I've done another schedule, another catch up for next Thursday. So let's keep this pace on. I think that we've got some stuff to send you. You've got some stuff to send us, but it'll be good. I think this has been a really powerful conversation tonight. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our Australian friends, and I'm going to show you some more information in the future. I mean, more documentation.
Yep.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to meet you, Pete, and then
Likewise.
Thomas.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. There's so much to say. I just keep quiet.
Hey, Mark, when he cuts away, he's the host, so he'll cut us off. But if you'll send on that number, I'll tell him I'll call his sister tonight.
That's fine. He'll send it to you definitely.
Okay,
So,
and we'll figure out a way to get him here to Australia as fast as possible.
Thomas, do you think you guys have some contacts maybe in the government to? Oh, he's coming right now, actually. Oh, yeah.
So could I cut away now? Is that okay?
Yeah, you can.
To your lawyer.
All right, thanks,
Okay, can you
everyone.
please
Have a good
write
morning.
it down? Can you please write it down? It's 04 23 62
9.
yes
999.
9999. So 4 9s at the end.
Okay.
04
You got that,
32
Tom?
62 99998.
Okay. Done.
Okay, thanks, everyone.
Done.
Oh, I think you're co-host anyway, so.
Okay.
They're hosting.
Okay,
very much.
thank you.